BodySlams podcast viewers, and I'm on location today in beautiful New Jersey. Of course, a lot of us calls New Jersey a cesspool because I guess they have a lot of that swampland, I guess, but to each his own though. Uh but I am here, like I said, on location in the compound, as it was dubbed, Casa del Image. That's right. We had a sleepover with our 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 compadre. No, we did not spoon. He is that image guy, that Italian hero, that Italian stud muffin, with that beautiful vice president of operations here, Buddy the Beagle. He is Joey Joseph Image.
Good morning. I feel like I'm so close I could touch you. Hey, we have the same background.
Wait, we get.
Oh, I was
Well,
trying to get.
yeah. See, you can see my arm right there
Yeah, I can't get in yours, but this is a wide
because
angle camera, so you could.
you got short arms anyway.
Yeah. Well, I'm like a T-Rex.
Yeah. So we had some fun last night at the event we were at last night, and Joey.
I guess it doesn't matter if I mute myself to cough because you're right next to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Joey and Ange, they gave a heartwarming invite for me and Jocelyn of JoJo Photos. That's right. Like, share, comment, subscribe, JoJo Photos. For us to come kick it over here with them since we're in the area. Since our last hotel experience in this area was oh my god, the shits with all the marker and stuff and the
You could say it. Yeah.
yeah. So, but yeah, they were welcomed their home to us, and we appreciate that much so gracefully. And are we forgetting somebody, or are we just gonna continue on with the show? Oh, I like, huh? Who are we forgetting? Oh, I know that guy who did not sit down and have breakfast with us today because we had a nice powwow. Uh, he's our man. He's the leader of the old school, not new school, old school, because he's an old head like us. He is T. Tony Reyes. Good morning, T.
Good, good morning. I'm not on screen. Now I'm screen. Why is everything lagging?
You're lagging here. We'll put
You're
you in the
lagging.
center. We'll put you in the
Damn.
Look at you. Look at that stud ladies. He's get
It
his
really,
only his only fans.
yeah. Uh, morning, Joey.
Good morning, brother. We just had a nice home cooked breakfast.
You missed it.
My wife went all out
Word.
as usual.
I paid $5 for a bagel sandwich. There
Oh
we
my
go.
god.
We had breakfast delivered last night.
Yeah, well, yeah, we had ingredients delivered last night. She cooked it all up this morning. It was good shit.
Got some good
Man.
coffee with almond milk.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we gotta have almond milk because I'm on my stupid diet. But hey, as of yesterday, I'm down 24 pounds, man. So 2 people
Congratulations.
told me last night I look like I lost weight in my face. I'm like, man, I hope so because I don't see it.
Man. Well, before we get into things, I might as well jump into some of our cheap plugs as usual. I'm gonna kick it off uh right here with our friends located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania at Red Rose Sports Cards. They buy, sell, and trade all types of sports cards, whether it be football, baseball, hockey, basketball, even wrestling. That's right. Red Rose Sports Cards.com in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. They are also one of the sponsors of the newly the newly promotion that just performed Friday night, Three Legacies Wrestling. So if you're in the area and you need tickets, you can go there too as well and get tickets for any Three Legacies Wrestling. Uh, Also in West Reading, Pennsylvania, we have Symbiote Collectibles. You know, toys, games, nostalgia, all sorts of funds. I got some of my games for the original Nintendo system from there. I picked up some action figures there too. In like one of the boxes, you just dig through and search and see what they got there this week. But yeah, they have a whole host of different stuff, and they play like I think it's like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering or something in the basement too. I'm not into that type of stuff, but if you are and you want to throw down with some cards with the other cats in the building, yeah, just stop by Symbiote Collectibles, see the owner Max, tell him Chio sent you, and hopefully he gives you a discount. Probably not, but you can only wish. Yeah. Hey, is there any spots out here in the Jersey area that you go to get any of your special needs by chance? Uh, what? I didn't say you were special. I'm talking about any collectible stuff or any.
Like stuff like that, yeah. There's a ton of them. I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna look this way, so I'm seeing the camera.
Oh, that's fine.
I forget you're
'Cause
sitting
I'm
right
looking
next
at.
to me.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I'm looking right
Yeah,
next
yeah,
to you.
yeah. Yeah, there's a ton of them around here, man. There's Pandora's Box, which does video games, toys, collectibles, stuff like that, and I think it's every week maybe or every 2 weeks they have a big wrestling autograph signing. So a ton of guys have been there, current guys and guys from the past. Um, what else? There's Level One Games, which is all video game stuff. There's a bunch. I have a whole list of them written down. Me and my wife always try to go to like a new place every once in a while, and there's a ton of them I got written down. Some I never heard of. I've only seen on Facebook. I haven't been to yet. But the biggest, most well-known one around here is probably Pandora's Box, because they've been starting to do a lot of signings last couple weeks too. Last couple months, I should say.
And that's really big up in the wrestling industry for anyone to attract wrestling fans to their shops.
Maybe I could talk to them about a sponsorship. I've been there once. I met the guy Eric that owns the place. He actually offered me $700 for that sealed in-box Dreamcast right there.
Oh, damn.
They came out in 1999. It's sealed, brand new in the box. It's not sealed, I shouldn't say that. It was when I got it. I opened it to do an unboxing video on YouTube, but he offered me $700 for it. I turned him down. I paid $28 for it.
Yeah, that'd be a nice idea for.
But yeah, because they do because of the wrestling signings. I mean, they've had a bunch of people there. Eric Bischoff's been there. Hang on, let me actually look it up because they've done a ton of signings.
Okay, why he's doing that, folks out there? If you have an establishment, a store, or something like that, and if you want to, I'm not gonna say financially sponsor us, but if you want to plug us in your store
today from 12 to 3, Tony Storm. Yeah, today, October 23rd. So in March, the Acclaimed was there. March 26th, the Acclaimed was there. Today, Tony Storm will be there. Yeah, here it is right here. Pandora's Box. Wait a minute. Yeah, so today is Tony Storm. October 23rd from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Kurt Angle was there recently. So there's a video of Kurt Angle there from 2 days ago, so I'm assuming he was there like last week.
So yeah, I was saying, fans, if you guys want to support us, as far as businesses out there, if you have any place that's similar to any of these, hey, you can shoot us a plug,
November 19th.
and we'll trade off plugs with you.
November 19th, Johnny Gargano is gonna be there. I gotta talk to these guys. So yeah, I was saying I met that guy Eric that owns the place, and we got along real good because we were talking about the Dreamcast and stuff. So maybe we could work something out. Danhausen was there in October also. October was it last week? 2 weeks ago, Danhausen was there. Gangrel's been there. Kevin Nash, an old guy. So they do mostly wrestlers, but they've had other guys that aren't wrestlers too. Scott Steiner, both Steiners actually.
But they're wrestlers.
Foley was there. Eric Bischoff's been there in the past. The Powers of Pain, right here.
I should have been there for that one.
Doink, I don't know who Doink and Val Venus. I'm assuming this is Phil Apollo because it's sadly not Matt Bourne. But yeah, so you get the idea. They have a ton of wrestlers there, always doing autographs. Here's Kevin Nash. So maybe I actually will speak to him. Darby Allin. William Shatner was there in April. That's excellent. Only 300 tickets sold for William Shatner.
Wow.
There's Tony Storm again, which Tony Storm has a tattoo of Eric Edward Scissorhands, which I didn't know. I can't show this picture on the show, but Chio can see it from where he's sitting. Pretty nice tone. I wonder if she'll be signing that one today.
The people always gotta love her assets.
I wonder if they're gonna be signing that picture today. Yeah. So there's more. There's actually Pro Wrestling Magic alumni Lou Bruno with Kurt Angle right there on their Facebook page. I didn't expect to see that actually. That's pretty funny. Yeah. So a lot of Kurt Angle pictures.
Just to cut you off here, I don't mean to cut you off though, but you mentioned Kevin Nash, and I just want us here at the podcast, we want to send out a shout out, prayers and stuff to the family. He recently lost his son.
Yeah, during the week, just a few days ago. 3-4 days ago.
Tristan, yeah.
26, man. 26 years old. It's way too young to go, man.
And somebody mentioned I think one of you mentioned that it just happens to be the same as the birthday of Scott Hall as well. So
yeah, that fucking day is just
that's gonna haunt him forever. That for the rest of his life between his son and Hall.
Yep.
So much prayers and love goes out to him. There's nothing more we can really say. It's like it's a constant roller coaster in this business where we're always gonna lose someone that's close to somebody else in this business, whatever. But we try to be a big family, try to support each other the best we can, and that's all we can do. Just keep each other in each other's prayers, and try to do what's best, just to keep moving forward in life. But as we keep pushing forward,
hey, back to really quick, just one more Pandora's box thing. There's another picture of my buddy on the screen, Jan Batista. No relation to Dave Batista, but name is spelled the same way. But he's with Tyler Mane, who formerly of WCW and also played Michael Myers in Rob Zombie's Halloween. So they do have a lot of crossover talent too, like that. Ton of man. I just saw two other pictures of guys I didn't realize did signings. Oh yeah, Malachi Black I didn't realize was there, and actually no, Malachi Black will be there in December, and Darby Allin will be there in 2 weeks or November 6th. So it's 2 weeks, yeah. So guys, check out Pandora's Box in Lafayette, New Jersey. This is not a sponsored spot, but I'm a huge fan of the store. And maybe hopefully we can work together in the future. Maybe we can do a live podcast in Pandora's Box.
Yeah, you never know.
So check them out. Just Google search Pandora's Box, Lafayette, New Jersey. Great store if you're into collectibles, even retro games. They have a music section where they have old vinyls and stuff. Even there's some 8-tracks and old tapes and stuff. They buy and sell and trade. So bring your stuff down there too before you have a garage sale. Bring it down there. And just check them out. Tell them, don't tell them I saying it. They don't know my name, but whatever.
I'm checking out our Twitter feed on, obviously on Twitter, and we have we have a reply in our box from Mr. Ooh La La. He's just he's just asking what country are you in, because he replied as on
I
the
can't
street.
see it.
Yeah.
Wait, he tweeted to the BodySlams?
Right here.
What's he asking that? What country?
But the world famous Mr. Ooh La La.
I was gonna say that's the Mr. Ooh La La. Oh
Mr. The Ooh La La. Yes. We are here in the good old USA. Currently, we usually stream between Pennsylvania and New Jersey, but now, T's in Pennsylvania. We're both in New Jersey currently right now, but yeah, Mr. Wella, I've seen him on a lot of shows. We work with him everywhere. Like, great dude, very hilarious.
I'm happy that he's still wrestling, by the way.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm happy that he's still working.
Yeah, even though he's dastardly at one point, the fans still love him. They love to hate him. That's what it is. Great guy. Uh, and another great guy that we known for a long time. Well, a couple of them. They actually have books out. And Joe, I'm gonna let yeah, oh, T's hacking up a lung. One more time. Come on. All right, pat him on the back, somebody. Uh, so Joe,
Yeah.
our buddies.
I'm gonna plug this later. Today I was actually gonna look for the books before, but I didn't have a chance to find them. But anyway, go on Amazon, look for both of these books you see on the screen here. The Three Count by Jimmy Corderas and Class in Session by Steve the Teacher. Go check them out. Both are very much worth your time. Buy the Steve the Teacher one first because I'm in it. But buy both of them, please. The Jimmy Corderas, his follow-up book is going to have a whole section about being on our show. So I don't know. I'm just saying. But I'll pay him. I'll pay him a little extra money if he'll do it for us. So anyway, yeah. So go check out both of those books on Amazon. You see the prices right there for the Kindle version for Jimmy's book is $15. Paperback is $20. There is no hardcover version. And then Steve's book free. The Kindle version is free, which is I don't know. I don't mean, do people still have Kindles? Oh, that's weird. Paperback is $14, and the hardcover, which I didn't know they were going to make until I already bought the paperback, is $17.
Both of them very worth it. I mean,
If you're into like physical copy, like a physical book or like a physical video game, I don't like to download the digital games or whatever. So if you like the physical version, get the paperbacks, man. $20 and $14 is worth it.
check it out.
Tell them we sent you, and they'll charge you double. Thanks.
It's it's odd. Like I hear you clear sitting next to me, but something over the headset now. It's like you're starting to break in and out for some reason.
So when I do this, when I put the
No, I mean when you were talking.
when I put the mic up, it mutes it. So when you're talking, I'm gonna mute it because I'm hearing myself through you and through the show.
All right.
It's echoing, but not really.
So anyway, we'll get into other plugs later on as we're about to be all when we go off the air. But let's get into today's topic, and that is Spooktacular Gimmicks. It is the Halloween season. We see a lot of current spooky characters that's in the world of wrestling, but we're gonna go reverse and go back in history with some of the greatest. I'm not gonna say the greatest. There's some that are maybe not as famous as others, are maybe not as well known to the wrestling fans out there, of people who had spooky characters. As far as I might as well kick.
I'm gonna add creepy to this too. Spooky or creepy, or both.
Okay, sounds logical.
Along the same lines, almost.
I figure I will kick it off with one of my personal favorites. Uh, Depends on when you started watching wrestling. I'm gonna say before he became a babyface, he was kind of creepy. To me, it was, and that was George the Animal Steel.
That's a good one I didn't think of.
The guy for those who don't know, look him up. Google. I'm like, he's all got Google in front of you. Check it out. Type in George the Animal Steel. Hairy all over, bald guy, green tongue, wild crazy guy until he became a well, he was still doing that when he was a baby, but he was more downplayed, friendly, and he had that little mine. That was the name of the gimmick he had, the little stuffed doll. But before that, uh he was just a wild beast running around the ring, uh terrifying the crowd, uh and then eating the turnbuckles and stuff like that. Like who you don't ever see nobody else in this business done that. He'll go shred it to pieces, and they must have had a nice payroll because they let him do it every show.
They were always buy. They had like when you go to Amazon and they buy something, it says one-time purchase or subscribe and save. You get it once a month. They had turnbuckles on the subscribe purchase thing. Probably every like 2 weeks, they were getting a whole bag of buckles for Steel to eat into. Nobody, you know what? That's a good gimmick right there, doing the turnbuckle thing, and it's been long enough, I think, where enough fans wouldn't know what it is nowadays that somebody else could do that, even if they were not like saying let's call him George Steele Jr., but like you know, I think enough fans today, obviously the older guys like us would know, but I think enough modern fans today wouldn't really know what it is and wouldn't get the reference, and it would be cool to do it again.
Yeah, for as far as like back then, uh him being a scary aspect of the wrestling world to fans was a rare treat because it was like maybe a couple people doing that particular type of gimmick being scary with the fans, not so much as today where you have them everywhere now coming out, people who's creepy. T, what is your insight on George Still? Was you a big fan of his like back then growing up too? Did you kind of get that scariness from him, or was it like to you, or did you come in when he was like more the baby face?
I really didn't care for George Steele.
Wow. No, okay. All right, well,
No.
that's a short-lived conversation with T about George Still. That honestly, dude, I was like, like I was one of those ones who would be like, if George came around, I'd be terrified. Like I said, up until the point where he turned babyface with the whole thing with Macho Man, Elizabeth, and Randy Savage when that all
Live,
yeah.
live.
Yeah. So
There's gonna be a lot of echo on
well, like I said, George Still is going to be my number one pick for me for the first one that it really got to me though. But there's a whole list of other people as well. Joe, who do you have? One that you like to mention that probably the fans say that forgotten about.
Well, we're gonna mention, I'm sure all three of us are gonna mention a lot of the same ones. But I want to kind of bring up. I don't know. There's so many going through my head. I was thinking like one that people may not think of right away is Evil Doink. Matt Bourne was doing regular Doink, and then he started doing Evil Doink, and you can hear like the music would start like that circus clown music, and then it would like drop off into like an evil, like eerie kind of creepy like theme song, and he would come out and he always had like the evil face, and then he started doing like he stopped painting his whole face. Like I think when it went on to the Independence, he stopped painting his whole face. He would just do like the sad clown kind of deal and just do like his eyes and his mouth, and that looked creepier to me because you could see the skin coming through. But yeah, that's one I think is not going to be on a lot of people's list, but it's always on mine as creepy slash spooky.
Yeah, when what you're saying about Peyton half the faces when he went to ECW and
All right,
and they had him as Reborn.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Matt Bourne, right.
And I thought it was pretty cool in WWE though. It had the creepy crown because there's a lot of people out there who have fear, legitimate fear of clowns who are scared.
Yeah,
And
that's why I thought of this because of that. Because I know I've got my one sister is afraid of clowns, and the funny thing is my other sister loves them. She has like little clown statues and stuff. Like ever since she was like a teenager, they were all over our house and stuff. So it's funny, but that's part of why I think that guy should be on this list. And rest in peace to Matt Board. He was a good dude. We used to do live radio before it was called a podcast. It was internet radio. We used to do the same on the same online network. I was the Wednesday night show. He was the Thursday night show. But he was a good dude. And I think because of what you said, the fear of clowns thing is why I would include him on this list. I'm trying to not talk too loud so your mic doesn't pick me up.
nah, it's all right.
I can already hear the echo.
T, who do you got for us?
As a kid, Undertaker.
He's the number one in every online pick.
Yeah.
Well, duh. Like Jude
Well, like I
came
said,
out,
the three of us are gonna have a lot of the same picks.
but he came out pasty white, looking like he about to kill people. As an adult, watching Great Khali wrestle.
Oh
That
my god!
That's not a spooky gimmick.
have you seen Great Khali wrestle?
Yes, nothing spooky about him.
I think he's saying, no, I think he's saying about him wrestling is spooky.
I know. I get it. It just I don't know. I was thinking of like more like the topic.
What's your
threw me
most
off for a
spooky? T, what's your most spookiest Undertaker moment?
Uh,
That time I
when
saw him peeing.
Yokozuna was basically carried him off, and then the lightning struck the casket, and then he appeared on the screen, I believe.
He ascended to heaven.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was good. As an adult, when WrestleMania 20, when he came back with after all the American Badass shit, and it wasn't really spooky. It was more like nostalgic. He had his hat and jacket, and he was just coming off the whole big red devil gimmick, things like that. And then he took a little time off, and then WrestleMania 20 came around, and Kane challenged him, and he came back in full gear. No pun intended.
That's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, that's November something.
Joe, how about you?
I forgot about that Red Devil. They put out a really cool shirt with that, like that hand-drawn skull or whatever it was, that logo. I forgot about that gimmick. That was really cool. I like that. I wasn't into the screen thing, ascending to heaven. I thought it was weird. I didn't understand it. But you want like another pick for me?
I was gonna ask you, what is your Undertaker moment?
Oh man. Oh, you know what? One of the things I really liked that they did with him is when he came through the bottom of the ring and grabbed Nash and pulled him down, or Diesel at the time I think he was, and pulled him under the ring, and then all the smoke shut up. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. That was cool.
Oh, that and when he buried Paul Bearer in cement. I forgot about that. That was a funny one. It wasn't scary, but it was fun.
I fixed my feedback thing with you by hitting my mute button on here when I'm not talking.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
But yeah, my Undertaker moment that probably felt scary to me when I watched it was when he was on the Brother Love show, and they had the casket out there, and they trapped the Ultimate Warrior inside. And I'm thinking, oh, caskets, there's no air in there. He's gonna suffocate. He's gonna die.
Yeah.
That was my moment. Like, oh my god, they're gonna kill him live on air. Like, what the hell?
They opened the top of the casket and it was all ripped up, and they're like, oh my god, he must have been fighting to get out. I thought you know what's another good one when you talk about that? This wasn't the Brother Love show then that I was thinking of. This is the Paul Bearer show, or whatever the hell, Funeral Parlor. When I think it was when him and Jake were feuding, and they caught Taker's hand in the casket, and he was going after Jake, but dragging the casket with him because his hand was in it. I forgot about that Warrior thing. Yeah, that was creepy, man. I didn't know. I mean, I was a kid when that was 88, 89, something like that. No, that was 90, 91, 92 maybe, because he didn't come in until 90. So that was probably 91, 92. I was, God, 14 years old or 15 years old at the time. So I was like, holy crap, what the hell's going on here? Like, they're going to kill this guy.
And speaking of Jake, you mentioned Jake. Jake was
he was a creepy dude too.
He was creepy though. Yeah, he was in his sick, twisted.
Yeah, but we're talking about gimmicks here, not Jake the real guy.
Yeah.
But like his like serial killer psychology type that he does, you know what I mean? He was on a whole different level of just messing with your mind. So yeah, Jake deserves to be on the list, in my opinion, as a scary character.
Yep, I agree.
And the point where you said about the where he start doing the things with the Undertaker with Macho Man, where they went to ruin the wedding party or whatever. Between that
and the snake bite.
Yeah, but between them doing that segment together, and then he had the other thing where he was trying to help the Ultimate Warrior with that with the whole dramatic scenery.
Snake Man.
Oh man. Let me see. Who else do we have on our list? I know Joe mentioned
Well, I would say before we had DDP Stalker, we had Barry Windham the Stalker, and they used to show pictures of him. God, he was like, yeah, dude. They would show him like behind bushes and stuff, like, or like in the weeds or whatever. Like,
to me, that was a short lived, and it
oh
wasn't
yeah,
that scary. But
it didn't last long, but
that gimmick remind me of like a guy in the backwoods just stalking prey and animals and stuff, not people. It just it's like to me, I all
well,
I
he was
got out of it
called
was
the Stalker. I mean, how much
I
creepier can you get?
all I got out of it is what like he was a hunter. That's it. That's like I never found anything creepy about him at all. But I know you mentioned earlier as we were talking off air about the Taskmaster.
Yeah,
That's
Kevin Sullivan. I
He
oh
love
was
that
just
guy.
he was just a creepy human. Period.
Actually, him and the whole Dungeon of Doom gimmick as a whole, I think was kind of like that. Him and Purple Haze. Remember, they did Mark Lewin, Purple Haze,
mm.
where he came up out of the water, which
that's that's
they
pretty
tried to
much
replicate.
where Luna started too with him back then. Wasn't that down in Florida, right?
Yeah, she was the fallen angel. No, wait a minute. Woman was the fallen angel. I
Was
think
it woman?
it was
No,
just Luna. It wasn't Nancy Benoit was the fallen angel. I thought.
I thought Luna was a part of it as well. No, no. Luna, well, the Vashans. That's why I'm thinking. But yeah, I believe it was woman. Yeah, because he married her. That's right. Yeah, you're right. Woman. My bad. See,
Yeah.
I need to start reading more. But yeah, he had a whole host of people in his stable. I'm not gonna say one stable, but his Dungeon of Doom pretty much ran throughout the years, like decades of from back then, all the way from the Florida days, all the way up to the days in WCW. Yeah, you mentioned the Purple Haze, Mark Lumen. He also have Abby Abdul the Butcher part of
I
it.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another creepy,
Another
scary guy.
yep.
Dude, just those eyes alone when he's looking at you, the methodical stuff, and then he's out there with a fork, stabbing people in the damn head with a fork and stuff. Yo, between him and his matches with Cactus McFoley, they were legendary. So, but yeah, as far as Taskmaster goes, as Kevin Sullivan we were saying, him being so just methodical evil because it's been said that what is that he belongs to the Church of Satan or whatever in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So like, how much more evil can you get than that, and then bringing it into your gimmick? And there's some other stuff that people talked about online, but we're not going to get into it on the show here today regarding him and that organization with other tragic moments that happen in the world. But we're just talking about gimmicks. We're not talking about other issues, though. Yeah. So we're definitely going to get off of that one there real quick. But Mark Lumen is like, for him being a purple haze and stuff like that. The whole. Now, was he more like hypnotic, if anything?
That's the way I always thought when I was younger. That that Taskmaster had like some kind of like hypnotic control, mind control kind of deal going on with those guys, with that whole group.
Yeah. And then
What about this guy?
the boogeyman.
Yeah,
Just
Monty Right.
just worms alone
Yes.
had me all creeped out. T, if you worked the boogeyman and he was gonna feed you some worms after
Nah,
your match,
fam.
what
Nah, I'm powdering out and leaving.
Correct.
walking out? Yes,
Correct. He's got the
exactly.
right idea. I'm not
I'm
doing
not.
anything.
Nope.
Yo, I did an autograph convention in 2015 in New Jersey, and Boogeyman was booked on the thing. So I pull in and park. It opened I think at 10 in the morning. We had to be there by 8 to set up or whatever. So I pull up and park, and then as I'm getting out of my car, pickup truck pulls up next to me and parks, and then there's another car on this side or whatever. and out of the pickup truck comes Boogeyman, and he's in his full gimmick already. Like he drove there with all this crap on.
It
It
was
was
so
so
goddamn
goddamn
funny. He had a bag of worms like he just got at a bait shop, and his whole face.
face was all painted up and everything. There you go. Now it sounds better. His whole face was painted up and everything. He got out of the car, no shirt, just the way he would come to the ring. And he went into the back and grabbed his staff out of the back of the car. It was just the funniest goddamn thing. I never seen someone drive like that took it that far and drove in their whole full gear. Like he didn't just paint his face; he would paint his entire head. Like he had a little bit of hair on top, like in a V form, and he would paint all that and like paint the back here and then of like the black dots or whatever. It was insane. But this guy drove to the thing. I don't know from where. In his whole like, could you imagine being a cop pulling this guy over and like getting the window? Oh shit, never mind. I was just kidding, man. Just keep going, just go wherever you're going. Like holy Christ.
I know. One person I mentioned a little bit ago that I was mistakenly, and that was Luna Vachon. Yeah,
Yep.
as
Yeah,
as much
yeah.
as scary as she was, like to other people, for the people who didn't know her behind the scenes, she was one of the sweetest darlings you could ever
Yeah.
meet in this. She was like a mother figure.
Actually, speaking of Lancaster, that's where I first met her. I did a show for Johnny Glitter in Lancaster that she was on. I was gonna say she was one of the sweetest. She's someone that always defined um, opposite of her gimmick, whatever that phrase is. Like you're this person in the ring, but you're complete opposite outside of it. Like in real life, she's one of those completely different than what she portrayed on TV or whatever.
Yeah, it's funny because they're speaking of her, like in that way, in terms, there are so many other female talent today. Today, I think is very inspired by Luna, who does creepy gimmicks. Who are, when you talk to them in reality, they are a lot of the sweetest women that you could ever
Yeah.
meet.
Yeah, some of these women are too nice to be in the wrestling business, man. There's too many sweethearts around that are just they're too nice to be in this business.
And the thing is, they look so creepy though when they go out there. Like, okay, I know we're talking about past gimmicks and stuff like that, but one of the ladies who I'm referring to is Max the Impaler. She is super nice. Oh my god, she's a
I've
sweetheart.
never had the pleasure of meeting her. I've seen a bunch of her pictures and videos online, but I've never met her. I would love to meet her. I haven't had a chance.
Hey
But
T,
once she puts on that gimmick, she's full throttle, and that's pretty cool because nobody's doing what she's doing, and I love it. I've been a mark since I first saw her. I'm like, she's different. You know what I
now
mean?
now you're talking about Max, right?
Yeah, Maxine Pillar.
Yeah. Like she does that post apocalyptic type, like exactly Mad Max type. And uh but yeah, well, we're definitely talking about the women of well, men and women of yesteryear, not the current state, but
Well,
uh
we in
that
the Indies, uh, I'm
Yeah, we
gonna
can
throw
throw in a couple of current
uh,
names. Just not
I'm
going to
gonna
focus on that
I'm gonna
specifically.
throw in Psycho Bitch, aka Debbie.
Oh my God, I worked her, man.
oh
Her
my
and her
god.
partner. She was Debbie Sue at the time. I forget her partner's name.
Yeah.
Me and Eric Andretti when we were the T-Birds. Uh, we worked her, and I have it somewhere on tape. I think she kissed me, and then Eric came in to make the save, and she grabbed him and kissed him, and that's how they got the pin. I was like, oh my God, I was so shocked that this happened. Oh, I can't believe what the hell you're doing. And then she, I think, clotheslined me and beat me that way or something like that. It was so much fun, and I loved putting her over. I forgot all about Psycho Bitch.
Yeah, I loved her. Like yo, she back then, like she was one of the students at the crew school. It,
Who's her? I mean, because she was a big girl. Who's her partner? She was also like a bigger girl. Forget her. Forget the part. I
Dawn.
have the DVD
Her
somewhere.
name's Dawn. Her partner. She was Debbie Sue. You mean as the Hillbillies?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was Debbie Sue,
Yeah.
and her partner was Dawn. I can't remember her. the gimmick
I
May.
have the DVD somewhere.
And Chef Gillespie was Papa May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His birthday just passed last week. I think. Was it last week? Maybe it wasn't his birthday. Maybe it was. Something popped up. He popped up on my Facebook memories. That's what it was the other day. I missed that guy. That guy was always good to me.
So here's the kicker to this. She was coming up with the gimmick, right, of Psycho Bitch. I had the pleasure of turning her into Psycho Bitch. I was the first one. I believe me and Beater, something like.
Figures T
This
and
sounds
women.
like this sounds like an ex-boyfriend story.
That's how, yeah, next boyfriend. I turned her into a psycho bitch.
For real though, and then she went full throttle, and everybody loved it. Everybody ate it. She was
Yep.
shaking the ring.
I first met her in 2000 when I just started training in IWF, and she would come down, and she was the only one that was allowed to use a swear word because they would call her psycho bitch, and they wouldn't allow anyone else to do that or talk like that or say that in promos or anything. But Kevin Knight would let her do it because she had been doing it, I think, or she was trying to get it, like, kind of get the name out there or whatever.
Well,
And then, like, in 2003, I think it was 2004, is when she was doing the hillbilly, or maybe it was '06 when she started doing the hillbillies thing. And so me and Eric Andretti wrestled her and Dawn.
yeah, the bitch part, she spelled it differently. That's why they allowed it. It was BBY. Yeah. Oh, I love putting her over. Like I said, she was one of the students at the crew school. I helped a little bit of training her and stuff like that, especially in the chop session. She was like, well, you know, uh, if you're gonna train like a man, you might as well get hit like one too.
Oh yeah.
And she was very heavy handed then.
What is
Like a
she doing now? Is she still wrestling or no?
no.
What is she doing now?
I have no idea.
Like, is anybody still in touch with her? I would love to get
Yeah,
her on here and just, like, interview her for a half hour.
I'm in touch with, like, I work with her sister.
Get
Her
her on the
si-
show.
her sister's an optician. I'll ask her.
I would love to. I don't know if she would remember me. I think we only wrestled each other that one time, but
Yeah,
I would love to see her and talk to her again. I love that chick. She was always so cool, and I loved the hillbillies gimmick. That was hilarious.
I'll give her a holler.
That sounds like a plan.
That would be awesome.
Uh,
I'm muting myself too.
and what's next up on our list here of different random people that we're going through? I see Joe has
I
something.
see. Yep, I got Papa Shango. That's my next one. When he made the Ultimate Warrior puke, I was like, that's disgusting, and this guy's hilarious. I mean, at first I was scared, of course, but I mean, eventually I met the guy. And I'm like, oh, this guy ain't that bad. But he was like, when he did the thing where he made the Ultimate Warrior throw up, and I don't remember, was it? I think it was just vomit, right? It wasn't. Who did the black? Was that Oh, that was Alexa Bliss. That was like super recent when she, like, spewed out like black gunk or whatever the hell in Raw like 6 7 months ago, whatever. This was actual, like, green yellow vomit that Papa Shango put his voodoo spell in the warrior, and warrior puked.
Well, that's not the only thing. That's not the only thing he did to Warrior. He remember what Warrior standing there, and he had that black or
Yeah,
blood
that
or
black
whatever
crap came
coming
out of
out.
his hair. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
coming
remember
out
that too. But
there.
I was thinking about when he puked. That was so funny. Yeah, it still is, actually.
Now, for folks that don't remember that far back, though, as far as before Papa Shango, he actually used to work on the Independence as the Soul Taker, which I think they didn't want to have him come in because it's too similar to Undertaker.
He was a tag team for a while with the Master of Pain, aka the Undertaker. I have a bunch of that stuff on tape. I gotta find it, man. Undertaker. So they wrestled each other, and then they tagged a few times.
Yeah, the whole Papa Shango thing, I really dig that, especially the face paint, and he start coming out. He had the staff he carried to the ring and stuff. So and didn't it smoke the skull on it? Didn't it smoke a little bit too?
I believe so. I think so. If I can remember right. Um. Hello.
Okay, you can try to share it. He's trying to show the video, share the video clip real quick. No sound though.
I don't think it picks up the sound, right?
Okay, no. Oh, there you go. That's where the gook.
There it goes.
Yeah.
That's where- I just think this is so funny that I had to show it. That's where the. All right, that's. I'll skip forward a second because I'm gonna get us cut off, banned off of YouTube
Yeah, I
for this
know.
one.
Oh my God, the blood. Oh.
Yeah, so all that black crap came down the front of his face, and that was pretty funny. I'm not going to show the vomit one because that's disgusting, but that's in there. Google Papa Shango warrior puke. You will find it.
Wow, this is a little like we keep freezing.
You muted? I don't hear. Are you? I don't hear you. There you go.
I'm on now. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah, you were
there's a
muted.
whole mess of spooky gimmicks out there. Like one, like the thought of just seeing two Undertakers. Like I know we mentioned Undertaker already, but when we see it start having two Undertakers, I was thinking this is gonna be badass. You know, when Brian Lee was working as the second Undertaker. Uh oh, what?
Oh my God.
He's. I'm sorry, folks. We're not showing it, but he's looking at the whole vomit thing. He's gonna get sick
I don't,
over here.
I don't know. When the whole Undertaker versus Undertaker, I was coming of age, so I was like, this is kind of whack. I was like, there's only one. There could be only one, like Highlander. uh,
I know we had a lot of cheesy ass spooky gimmicks. As for oh god,
That's all I'm gonna.
that's when he threw up on the guy's
It was
face.
It was pea soup. I think is what they used. But that's about it. Yeah, that's when Papa Shango put a curse on the warrior and made him throw up. And
Oh, that's just too much. But yeah,
that's so gross, but it's hilarious.
isn't that Kevin Dunn?
I I would not know. Yeah, I
No,
know.
I thought it was Brian Gewirtz, but he wasn't there back then. But it doesn't have the big buck teeth like Kevin Dunn has. Kevin Dunn supposedly has never been shown on camera in a segment or like that. I don't know. I have no idea.
He was shown on Tough Enough.
Yeah, but that's not on a. No, I'm talking about on a wrestling show.
Isn't that a
Supposedly,
wrestling
I don't
show?
know. No, it's a reality show about training. I'm talking about like you know what I mean, dude. I'm explaining it like he doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Well, sometimes you have to. But yeah, in history, we know we had a lot of crappy gimmicks that was gonna go anywhere. That was oh okay, that's definitely a scary one
Yeah,
right
we
there.
mentioned Undertaker. We didn't mention Paul Bearer. I forgot about that so far. Or I forgot about that when we talked about Undertaker. Paul Bearer was creepier, and uh, and he was a mortician in real life too. So that makes it. I don't know if that makes it creepier or just creepy that he did it. He portrayed that on TV too. But oh yes,
I, I
It worked out in his favor.
I was already grown, but Kane was intimidating when he first came out.
yes, yep.
I think when he took the mask off finally, that was like the ugly shock. Like oh shit.
But by that time, everybody knew who he was. You know what I mean? At the beginning, nobody had any idea who Kane was, so it had a mystique to it.
Yeah.
Now I know before we got on there, we were talking about some of the gimmicks that was supposedly be creepy, but they wasn't that great. They were like more flops at anything. We did mention like I know Joe mentioned the Yeti.
I forgot. Yeah, the Yeti. The Yeti.
El Gigante.
Yeah.
Like I really hate the sadist wasn't as creepy because he's a friend of ours, and God rest his soul, he's not with us no more. Tim Morrison, when he was the ECW zombie,
ECW zombie. Yeah.
like I
I
love
was
the
on.
guy, but that wasn't creepy for me.
I loved Tim, and I was on his podcast, and I remember when we did the Paul Enormous Memorial Show, and Missy Hyatt was doing an interview or a promo or something. She was filming something, and Tim was in the ring doing autographs as the zombie, a zombie that could write his name. That was weird. And he would always do that brains really loud. And like in the middle of film this thing, Missy Hyatt turns around and she's like, "Will you shut the fuck up?" So
Oh,
they had this screaming match back and forth. He was in the ring and she was on the floor, like in the corner of the building. It was so funny. But yeah, he was a good dude. I thought that was more comedy than like scary. But
yeah. In ECW, Raven was the creepy guy. Raven was the creepy guy, the mysterious dude. You know what I mean? They used to have the Tasmaniac before he turned into the MMA gimmick, but scary. I
Gotcha,
don't know.
sure.
Like when I mute it, I'm clicking. I'm clicking.
All right.
Now I
Technical difficulties.
Now we're
no,
working
we're good. We're
here.
good.
Now we're working on the fly here.
Yeah, we're trying to get rid of this echo between the two of us.
Yeah, because we're on two separate computers. It's not like how I had the mixer and we're tied in all together. So
We 3 separate computers. 3.
well, yeah, it's only because we're sitting next to each other. That's why. So
Mm.
Hey, did we mention Gangrel yet?
No, I thought we was gonna segue into it when you guys brought up Luna.
Oh, I didn't even fucking stupid me. I didn't even think about that.
But no, that was a creepy
Remind me
character. But
when we're off the air. Remind me to tell you 2 Luna Gangrel stories that I can't tell on the air. That I was only a part of one of them, but the other one is great too.
new age creepiness has to be Bray Wyatt. Like,
Yep.
ain't nobody doing it like he does.
Actually, what about the whole Wyatt family when they were pushing them hard?
Yeah, yeah. I remember when they feuded with the Shield. Those were some great matches.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
there's a good one.
yeah, the whole brood stuff when they start coming up out of the floor with the fire when they had all three of them when Christian Edge was like I liked because they had the
I,
long creepy. What was the movie? Interview with a vampire type gimmick. Like they
yeah,
had the long hair. They look like historically
I don't
because
know.
and they
That
had those shirts.
to me that was like young heartthrobs with a gimmick. You know.
They were wearing like the Seinfeld puffy shirts, which I was such a Gangrel mark back in the day in like 96, 97 when they were doing that stuff as part of the Attitude Era. I went out and bought one of those puffy shirts. I don't even know if I still have it or if I gave it to Jason Karloff a million years ago because I tore his in a match once by accident and I felt bad. I'm like, you know what? I have one of these in my house. I'll just bring it to your house. He was living over in Lyndhurst at the time and I brought it to him. But yeah, Gangrel, like they used to wear those. If you've ever seen the Seinfeld episode, the puffy shirt, it's the same shirt that Seinfeld wore in that episode. So I went out and bought one. I was, this shirt is great. I never wore it in public, but I went and bought the Gangrel. I don't know if Gangrel Dave even knows that, but I bought the puffy shirt because he wore it.
All right, I quit. I quit the show now. Thanks, Joe.
I'm gonna bring up one from the past that people today may not even know, although they are watching. If I remember correctly, his kid is on NXT, and that's Waylon Mercy. Isn't Von Wagner his son or no? Or yeah, isn't Von Wagner Waylon Mercy's kid?
No, Von Wagner is I believe it's Mike Balloons of the Wrecking Crew of the Beverly Brothers.
Oh, okay,
That's his
okay,
kid. And as
okay. I
far
love those guys, man. I liked them when they were the freaking Wrecking Crew before they were the Beverly Brothers. Mike Enos and Wayne Bloom. Okay. I knew Van Wagner was somebody's kid. But yeah, Waylon Mercy, aka formerly Danny Spivey, which is the gimmick or character that inspired the Bray Wyatt gimmick. Um, Danny Spivey, man. I mean, Danny Spivey, Waylon Mercy. He was that guy was scary. He had this like circle, I think it was like I don't have a picture of him in front of me, but he had like some kind of like it's like painted on his head Uh, Cape Fear, yeah. Cape Fear is a good movie. The original one's great, and the De Niro one. But
I had my mic off when I was just saying that. I'm stupid.
I think it picked up over here, maybe.
All
I don't know.
right.
But yeah, dude, Waylon Mercy used to spook the hell out of me when I was a kid. That was like because he had that dagger painted on. I was like, why? He's a knife tattooed on his head. But he would like climb. He would do promos from like the top of a ladder with like this Hawaii. He had like a Hawaiian shirt on, which like looked, happy and whatever and goofy. And then he would like talk, and he talked like Jake almost, like low and slow, and it was like just creepy, dude. Yeah, we gotta be there in like an hour and a half, or I gotta be there in an hour and a half.
Oh, I'm muted. Yep. So Joey's gonna plug the event that we have today as we're getting ready to go off the air, and then I have some other plugs I'm gonna play for y'all. Like I said, I apologize. I'm messing with this mute button here. I don't usually mess with that, but okay. So Joe, take it away.
All right, this afternoon we've been plugging this for a couple of weeks now. This afternoon, NFW Northern Federation Wrestling, my first day officially working for the company. Richfield Park, Phil Sheridan Building, aka the Knights of Columbus, on Bergen Ave in Richfield Park, New Jersey, is their championship challenge, 16-person tournament to crown the first champion. This, I believe, is their sixth or seventh event. Second one in Ridgefield Park, and I believe most will be in that building going forward. So if we have the photos, there we go. The graphics, I should say. Don't know the order of the matches, but these will be at least few of the matches you're going to see today. Charlie Tiger versus Big Vin, as part of the first round of the championship tournament. Another first round match is Ellis Taylor versus Yo-Yo. This one I'm looking forward to a lot. Some of the guys in the show I'm not familiar with. Some of them I have seen in the past. Mikey Scaros I'm familiar with. I mean, I know him. Well, I still call him Mikey, but Mike Scaros I'm familiar with. I've seen him. I've seen him. I've been on shows with him. I've known him for a while now. Him against Austin Luke, another first round match. I believe there's only like two or three that are not tournament matches. And today in Richmond Park. Jaden Newman, I'm not familiar with. Masha Slamovich, I'm very familiar with. I've known her since before she was even in the business. She's probably my favorite female wrestler just because I love her. So, again, another first round match for the tournament. Griffin McCoy against Dylan McKay. Not the same one from Beverly Hills. Also in the the first round of the championship tournament today. TJ Crawford against Akira. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm not familiar with TJ Crawford. I am familiar with Akira, which I believe we've never actually met in person, but I've seen a lot of his work. I'm a big fan of that guy. Um, Marcus Mathers against the Whisper. I'm not familiar with the Whisper very much. I've seen pictures and stuff. I don't think I've ever seen him wrestle, but I am familiar with Marcus Mathers. Both really good. I'm definitely looking forward to this match as well. Reed Walker and Gabriel Sky. Gabriel Sky, I've seen in this building actually for was it Invictus or was it Magic? You tell me. I don't remember.
Gabriel Sky was on both.
Okay, then it was both. Anyway, here we go. Non-tournament match. Leo Spower against Brett Ryan Goslin. Of course, we don't know the next few matches that are going to be coming up, but because we don't know what's going on with these first round matches. But check it out. It will be live. Actually, if you can't make it to the venue, it will be live streamed on IWTV. And I believe bell time or live, you know what I mean. Showtime is 3 p.m. If you're coming to the venue, doors are 2 p.m. and live bell time is 3 p.m. So please come check it out. Again, my first time working for this company. I'm very much looking forward to it. We have a lot of cool stuff. Had about a half-hour little powwow with the boss last night. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. that I'm super excited about, including some guys that will be joining our roster that I'm looking forward to. I recommend it, and I cannot wait to have them on board. So again, NFW tonight. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook are all NFW 2021, NFW 2021. Come down and check out the tournament, man, for the first NFW title, first NFW championship, I should say.
All right, that's going on today here in over in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, at the Knights of Columbus, or the Sheraton building, whatever they call it.
No, Phil Sheraton. Sheraton is a different building.
Whatever, the Phil
you can't
Sheraton.
afford them.
All right, but yeah, I'm so used to calling it the Knights of Columbus.
Yeah.
But we do have a video sent to us by our good friend, Mr. Pete DeLong, as he's going to give you people some insight of what you can catch next weekend around the area. So, Pete, take it away.
What's up, wrestling fans? Are you looking for a place to go to hear all about the interesting people, places, and promotions within the professional wrestling universe for this upcoming weekend, specifically geared towards the northeastern region? Well, look no further. You're in luck. Welcome to Weekly Wrestling Reviews with Peter DeLong. This upcoming weekend is going to close out the spooky season, and there is so much incredible action jam-packed in the entire weekend, so we're going to jump right into it, the weekend of Halloween! Starting it off on Thursday, October 27th, head over to Williamstown, New Jersey at the H2O Wrestling Center as Sean Henderson presents Colby Carino's Painted Black. Among a stellar card stands out a tag team match that everyone should be watching as the recently reunited Ugly Ducklings return to the Northeast to take on The Rep. Then on to Friday, October 28th, looking for a party in Atlantic City? The Anchor Rock Club has you covered. Electric Halloween Music and Arts Festival will be going down in the streets of Atlantic City. It's a 2-day festival, and one of the features being presented, you guessed it, professional wrestling. Pro Wrestling After Dark presents Electric Halloween. Make sure to wear a costume and possibly a coat for this outside event, and get yourselves ready for the main event, as ECW original Gary Wolf, Pitbull #1, takes on Vincenzo in a casket match. Further north in East Hampton, Massachusetts, Pro Wrestling Grind celebrates their 1-year anniversary. Establishing themselves as a breakout promotion in the Northeast, Pro Wrestling Grind puts together another tremendous card. One of the highlights is a first-time matchup between the Rabid Honey Badger Ryan Mooney and the Workhorseman Anthony Henry. Moving on to Saturday, October 29th, at the Inman Center in Amsterdam, New York, an all-ages show for a one-night-only Dynasty reunion show. Among the talent already announced, one that stands out for me is High Voltage Omar. Over to the Hart Ballroom in Newark, New Jersey, ICW No Holds Barred returns with Deathmatch Horror Story. And this will be the night that Lucky 13 makes his return to the ring after recovering from an injury. And he's got his work cut out for him as he takes on the Deathmatch Samurai Akira. If you're going to be further up north, stop into Yarmouth, Maine, and check out Limitless Wrestling as they present Fresh Blood. Being taped for IWTV, this is going to be a fantastic show, with a highlight being a first-time ever matchup between the Princess of the Northeast, Becca, going up against the Canadian legend, Lufisto. And then on Sunday, October 30th, we're back to Williamstown, New Jersey at the H2O compound for Bound by Blood. An incredibly stacked card, with the standout matchup for me being the Fatal 4-Way for the Danny Havoc Hardcore Championship, as newly crowned champion Brandon Kirk defends his title against Bam Sullivan, Jeff Cannonball, and Neil Diamond Cutter. And on Halloween, Monday, October 31st, stick around at the H2O compound for an IWTV taping as they present Hardcore Halloween Return. So much crazy action going on in this show, including Hustle and War Games, a 2-ring, 2-cage extravaganza. On one side, Matt Tremont and the Angels of Death, and on the other, Kennedy Copeland and the Following. If you want more weekly updates on the goings-on in the Northeast area of the professional wrestling scene, make sure to head over to my YouTube page, hit the like, hit subscribe, and tell your friends. With updates each week, It's a great place to go to get all the information you need for upcoming professional wrestling events every weekend. Thanks to BodySlams Podcast for having me, and thanks for watching, folks. Until next time, get out there and enjoy some wrestling.
Bro.
Awesome. Thank you, Peter DeLong, for giving us a shout out as we're showing much love to you. Like he said, go check out his social media as well the YouTube page. You can see some of his past work as well. If you're a promotion out there that's looking to get your show plugged, get noticed, Pete's the man right there. And he also does voiceover work. If you need for commentary as well on your product, reach out to him. He's more than he'll check his schedule and see if he can make it. And Joe, you have a treat for us.
I don't know if it's a treat. I just wanted to plug this one more time. Can we get? How do you get rid of the graphics on the bottom so it doesn't cover the screen? So I just wanted to plug the Tony Storm thing again one more time today at Pandora's Box in Lafayette, New Jersey. You got the address right there, 191 Route 15, Lafayette, 973-827-3003, Pandora's Box. Come check out Tony Storm today, 12 o'clock in about an hour, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. She'll be there for 3 hours. Tickets right there, bit.ly/meet Tony for tickets. I'm not sure how much they are. I didn't actually look that up, but just go anyway. Go meet her. Go hang out. Say hello. Tell her you heard about her you heard about this on BodySlams Podcast. She has no idea who we are anyway. That's all. Just wanted to put that over real quick. Thank you.
Muted. I'm muted. I was muted. Okay. I was just trying to figure out if T was awake or not. His eyes were like glazed
I'm
shut.
awake.
All right.
I'm just relaxing.
Of course you are.
I can't find the right angle for my laptop on my hands, so that's why I move a lot.
All right, we're ready to get off the air here. We have some fun that we gotta take care of today. So, but before we go off, I'm gonna give much love and thank you to everyone out there who tunes in and watches us. Go to BodySlamsPodcast.com. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
I want to thank my wife for a wonderful breakfast.
Yes. Thank you, Jojo. Thank you a lot.
And BodySlams. Thank you to Angela Image.
Yeah. Like, share, comment, and subscribe on all of our platforms. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram as well. And Joe, today we are streaming this to a new
platform. Yeah, my Joey Image TV Facebook page, which you can go on there, facebook.com/realjoeyimage. Like the page, please. I can use the exposure. And I don't know. That's about it.
All right. For today's BodySlams podcast, we will hear from our man Matt Turner over at the Stardom class. It'll be his plug to wrap us up out of here. But Wawa, yes, the hell with Sheets. Sheets is dead. Wawa.
No. Sheets is really good too. Wawa's good. I like Rudders a lot. And in Jersey we have Quick Check, which is not as good as any of the other three. But we have some Wawas around here too that. Well, nothing close, but
I want to go to Buc-ee's one time.
I've never been to a Buc-ee's before, but man, a lot of people told me I got to go check one out.
Didn't this guy had a video on his blog, Ethan Page? Didn't he do I think he did I think when they got.
I don't watch his stuff. I didn't even know I had a vlog or whatever. I don't watch him.
Every wrestler has a vlog now.
Yeah, nowadays, yeah.
I don't. The only stuff I watch on YouTube are on nerdy tech computer stuff. I don't watch wrestling stuff on YouTube usually.
All right, for the one viewer, maybe two viewers that we had watching us while we're live, thank you for tuning in and watching us, though.
Thank you, you two faithfuls.
Yes, we love you. I don't know. No, Flex is on vacation. He's down. He was down in the Caribbean and stuff like that on a cruise ship, and now I think he's over in Mexico. Now he's doing 2 weeks in Mexico.
God. So now he's not Flex. He's Mex.
Yeah, he's Mex.
He's in Flexico.
Yeah, he's Mex Willer. No, it's actually his wife's birthday. It was, and I guess he took her on a big cruise and a big getaway for her. Yeah, yeah.
They're in Flexico.
Yeah. Yeah. Mex Willer is in Flexico.
Yeah, not Mexico.
All right.
Well, I hope they have a great time. I didn't know he was
from the
away,
pics
and,
I
missed
saw,
him today.
dude, from the pics I saw, they're having a tremendous time. I wish I was there. But he didn't.
He would have wished that. He like,
Yeah.
he like,
Yeah.
go away.
All right, folks. For this week's episode of the BodySlams podcast, Breakfast and BodySlams, I'm Chio. That's Joe. T's down below, downstairs, right there, about to fall asleep on his chair. And you're watching us on the BodySlams. You! Hey! All right. we are.
It's almost like we're in the same room.
I know. It's scary. Holy shit. T, where you at? You should be over here.
Oh, no. I worked.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in one more time. Here's our man, Matt Turner, with the Stardom Cast.
Hello, everyone. This is Matt Turner. Join me and my co-host, Rob Goodwin, every Friday morning as we host the Stardom Cast. It's a podcast we talk about everything about the fantastic professional wrestling world that is Stardom. We have news, notes, previews, and reviews, again, every Friday, the Stardom Cast. Check it out.